Hello, the internet. It is Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, and welcome back to the channel. A couple of days ago on the Facebook machine, I made a post alerting people to the fact I've got a newly updated photography website, bjwok.com. Here is the post as it went live to the Facebook machiner. PSA, if I've ever photographed your band, your mate's band, or even just a band you are into, the photos will be over at my newly updated websites. There's the URL, www.bjwok.com. Everything I've ever shot from 2008 until today is up there. Cheers. So then I thought what I should do here today is do a little video run through about what the website looks like, how it works, how you could use it, to find anything that I've shot from the year 2008 forward through till today. I am using my live stream setup here. This won't make any difference to anybody except me, but I'm using this here just to testing it and seeing how this all works. Also using the Rodecaster Pro 2, which I'm still getting used to. Either way, let's move on and have a little look-skins at my website. If you go to www.bjwok.com skis, that'll take you to the website. Now I'll scroll in here or zoom in so that you can see it a little bit more gloriful. Is that too loud, that background tunage? Still working on that. I feel like it is. But I'm not going to do anything about it. Okay, so the first thing that you can notice here, or the first thing you should notice, is there are a number of galleries on the front page. Now here's the trick, or here's the little tipskins. On the top left gallery here, in this case Pond, at Yours and Ours Festival from this year, that is my most current, that's the most current gallery of photographs. Everything else that flows after is randomized. So Sabon Kira at HQ in November of 2016, Poetical Justice at Jive, March 2010. If I was to Command R, that should refresh. No, it won't. If I open up a new Trouser browser, I'll go and open up the Brave Trouser browser just to make certain. I want you to see how this does. Oh, that is the Brave Trouser browser. I'll open up the Firefox machine skins. Just want you to see that it's randomized. Here comes Firefox. Let me open up my new tab skins. Here's Firefox. Go to bjwok.com. Now Pond will be top left, and then there'll be randomized galleries afterwards there. Raised Fist at Adelaide Soundwave, March 2012. Cosmo Jarvis at the Cranker in 2013 of January. Let's see if Firefox refreshes its trousers. No, it doesn't. Okay, interesting. Anyway, you can go back to Brave Browser Trouser and we'll continue on, but I wanted to show you how that will always be my most current work, and I like that that's there. The most current thing I've done will always be populated at the top left. Now, in this instance, you can just click on it and it'll take you directly into the gallery. There's always a hero image there, and the image is from the gig. Interestingly, I don't really make comments about the shows anymore. If you look at my older work, by the way, you can always tap on my logo to go back to the... Holy crap, that's interesting. We're in the Brave browser, but that populated the exact same random as the Firefox Trouser browser. I've already closed it. That's interesting. Bazarskis. Yeah, so if you ever get stuck on my website anywhere you are, you can just hit the logo and it will take you straight back into the guts at the very beginning of the page. Some of these older ones I would have made look, Raised Fist at Adelaide Soundwave, I probably would have made it. Yes, I used to make comments about the show and I just stopped doing that because nobody needs to hear me yap any longer. Go back to the homepage here. We'll just trouser refresh, see if it does anything. Okay, so that's obviously a cookies issue. Anyway, up the top here, there are 5 menus: About, Portfolio, Full List of Bands, Lightroom Presets, Published, and Tracer. Now that's 6, you idiot. Can you not count? No, I cannot. Of course, every website should have an About section. Click on that, and it takes you to a little blurb about me. You can read that at your own leisure. Basically, it says, I'm going to read it to you. It says, need a gig photographed or perhaps new press photos? I'm available for gig photography, tour photography, band portraits, and commercial assignments. Get in touch to discuss. I say a full alphabetized list of every band I've ever photographed can be seen here, while everything I've done with Tracer, including how we met, which coincidentally also includes the third time I've pooped myself in public, is over here. To license any of the images on this site, hit me up. Do not just use them willy-nilly. I will find you. Subscribe to Gives a Minute. It's my mostly unrelated to photography YouTube channel. Listen to That's a musical project of mine, or scope my linked tree for everything else. Thanks. Now, I will note that image of me there, yeah, it's an old one. You know, it's kind of like the first image that sort of went on my website. So I thought I'd leave it there for historical. I don't look anything like that. You can see that. I don't look anything like that, right? But I did. So obviously you click the logo, good to go back to the homepage here. Underneath there is a portfolio tab. Every photographer needs a portfolio. Click it. It opens up a full screen props, and you can use your mouse. That's the mark of Cain. You can use your mouse to cruise through. Tracer. This just goes on. Tame Impala. And I'm doing a video and my phone is ringing. Do never answer. Never answer a number that's not in your book, in your phone, in your contacts. I'm not touching it. In Excess, Hilltop Hoods. These are just some works that I've done over the years. You can scroll through that at your leisure. Escape gets you back out from the guts of that. Clicking the logo takes you back to the front page. Again, you see the front page. Now, here is the full list of bands. Now, this is where the bulk of your searchability will become a search. Click on that. Takes you to an alphabetized listing. Starts with A, funnily enough, ends in Z. Actually, it ends in 0, 1, 2, etc. So there's a band that has a number for their name, those wacky numbered name bands. They're in there as well. But as you can see, as you on-hover, the bands highlight, so it's easier to spot them. These are all alphabetical from A, go away. These are all alphabetical through from the top down to the bottom. And obviously you can choose the band. Let's say you're looking for, I don't know, let's say you're looking for Faith No More. So you go to F, bingo, bango, click on F, opens up. Here's 2 times I've photographed Faith No More. Adelaide Soundwave, February 2010. Faith No More at Sydney Soundwave, February 2015. I'd encourage you to check out that one there. That's the one where Mike Patton took a swipe at me and smacked my 16 to 35, damaging my lens. Love it, Mike Patton, you lovely specimen. There is a story there if you want to read about that. Bingo, bango. So full list of bands. That's the spot that you might want to populate. You might want to go in there and you can just check out, go down, look at T. Just a lot of bands. Every single band is in this list, including... in the letter G, go down to Gyroscope, which is the very first band I photographed in 2008. Where are we? Here we go. Gyroscope at the Gov in Adelaide, May 2008. This was my first gig, and those photos suck. If you look at those photos, do not send me any critique or laugh at them. They're garbage. But that was my first sliding into that into this industry. Then the next tab, go back to the front page, clicking the logo takes you back to the front page. You now see Lightroom presets up the top here. You can click on these Lightroom presets. Every photographer needs to tweak their images. I've got a whole stack of presets here for you. The beautiful thing about this, there is a before and after. This is Peter Garrett from Midnight Oil. That's before I applied my preset. That's after. You can scroll down. You can see here's Timmy Rogers. That's before. That's after. Subtle fix to the image there. Here comes Yahoo from Grinspoon. I don't know this bass player's name, but I like photographing him. That's before I applied my preset. That's after. You've got this Yahoo. He's from Tiger Army, and I just fixed his skin tonality very nicely there. Here comes Airborne, photographed as before, straight up stage light. Here is the fixed lighting with my preset. This guy's from Kingswood, I believe. Beautifully fixed after the fact. Here comes Mr. Toby Martin from Youth Group. He needs a good fixing. I fixed him. He's fixed. You can fix them. You can scroll through all this at your own leisure. Oh, you need a good punchy fireballs image. Look at these lovely Yahoos. That's how it was stage lit. This is how I post-processed it. You can get that effect by using my presets. The Blues Explosion. Lots of photographs in there for you to go through and use the presets as you damn well please. We can scroll back up to the top, or we could easily just click this arrow on the right-hand side, takes you back to the top, and then you can click the menu or the logo, takes you back to the front page, of which there is another gallery here. It's called Published. This is my portfolio of published works, starting with probably my most famous work, I guess, the Hilltop Hoods. Did a lot of work with these boys. This is the J-Mag cover. You can go through and scroll by hitting the arrow bar, and off you go. Sebon Cura to a poster there. Another Hilltop Hoods cover. The Shiny Brights EP. And you can keep scrolling through. You got some bass stuff there with Jet from Tracer and some British India work there. You got some more covers. And you can go through and see all that yourselves at your own leisure. The last tab, if you click on the logo back to the homepage, the last tab you've got there is Tracer. Now, Tracer, everybody that knows me knows there's a lot of work going on there over the years. If you click that tab, you get an extremely delicate, no, that's the wrong word, an extremely detailed look into everything I've done with this band Tracer. Here's everything I've done with Tracer spanning 2011 through 2016, starting with the story of how we first met, which includes me pooping myself in public for the third time. You can click on that and listen to it yourself. And then there's obviously the years. It's chronological from year 2011, first gig, Eliza Palooza, January 2011. Then we went out and did the Spaces in Between photo shoot on location out in the Red Desert. These photographs went into the album sleeve. If you have the album, you'll know that. Yes, you can go back, see all that stuff. You can use your back browser to get back to the exact spot where you were, but there's a lot of content in there, including my yearly look-backs at Tracer on the anniversary of their departure when they called it quits. I do a YouTube stream where we drink Jack and talk music, and they're all there for you to see. And there's the announcement from the band when they called it quits in February of 2018. You can see all that there for your leisure. You can hit the arrow here on the right to take you back to the top skins, and then you can press the logo to get you back to the homepage, of which there's not a lot left here, but there is a search feature. You can click on the little magnifying glass, and then you can search whatever you want. Let's say you want to see, I don't know, what's a band? Let's say my favorite band is Ween, but I've never photographed Ween, but I have photographed the Dean Ween group. So if you took a search for that, bam, skitty bam, you bring up a little tab there, and you can click on that shizzle and go straight to that gallery of Ween, not Ween. Close enough. One member missing, the Dean Ween group. That was rad. Now, the last thing that I'll tell you is click on the menu at the top there, the logo to get back to the front page. Clicking on the top little icons here, there's a little Facebook social link, there's a Twitter link or an X link, there's a YouTube link, and then there is an almighty LinkedIn. Click that, takes you to my linked. Did I say LinkedIn? I meant Linktree. Takes you to all of things that I just amend over the course of times, years, periods, whatever's more relevant. It'll go in here for you to scope the lobe, as it were. And that, my friends, is the deep dive look-skis into photography by BJ Walk, international music photography, band portraits, and tour photography by Australian rock and roll photographer Benon Julius William Otto Kirpsch. That's me. You might want to go over and have a look at that yourself. See if I photographed your band, your favorite band, your friend's band, or just a band you're interested in. That'd be cool. I'd like that. There's no comments. Oh, actually, you know what? There is comments. You can leave comments. Just take a look at this. There's a comment field here. You can leave comments. You can leave comments. A lot of people did leave comments on my Lightroom presets. Let's scroll back to that tab. Scroll down to the bottom skins. You will see, skis, a lot of commentary. Okay, none. Ah, shit. Oh, it's on the other ones. Hold on. Go back with the arrow up. And then scroll down to different Lightroom presets, because Lightroom changed their approach over the years, and there's older ones in here for Lightroom Classic, and down here is where the comments really started flowing, and they're not there. Why are they not there? Okay, I'm making a liar out of myself, and therefore I'm going to eject out of here super quick. Like, share, and subscribe. Send this out to anyone that you think that might need it, that may have been photographed by me. That would be pretty rad. And I'll catch you next time I make a video or go live on the Streamskis. See you soon. No music. There's no music for the outro here. I'm just gonna talk. Just gonna tap the desk with a random pattern. just a little tapskis. I reckon that's probably enough to get on my end slate roll. See you later. Get out of here. Go, 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 go.